Grace Bakes. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make my cinnamon rolls. To begin with, you'll want to preheat your oven to 170 degrees on a fan-assisted setting, and then grab your standing mixer and attach the dough hook. To make the dough for your cinnamon rolls, you'll need the following ingredients: 1 cup of warm milk, 1 tablespoon of instant dry yeast, 2 tablespoons of white granulated sugar, 45 grams of butter, 1 egg, then 1 teaspoon of salt, and lastly 3 cups of white flour. To begin with, pour your warmed milk into the mixing bowl, and to this you're going to add 1 tablespoon of dry instant yeast. Then add your 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar, white granulated sugar. Now it's time to add the salt, your butter which has been softened, which will make it a lot easier to incorporate into the mixture. Then add your egg. Now put the dough hook down and mix on a medium to slow speed. There you go. Now it's time to add your flour, and you'll want to add it all at once. So open your standing mixer and just pour in the white flour. And again, just put it down and mix it on a low to medium speed. Once the flour has incorporated into the dough, you'll want to turn your standing mixer on a high speed. You'll know the dough is done when the dough starts to pull away from the sides, as well as when you touch it, it's tacky but doesn't stick to your hands. At this point, grab a bowl. I used a glass bowl and some olive oil, and just grease the bowl. What you're going to do is transfer the dough from this mixing bowl into this bowl, cover it and place a towel over it and let it rise for about an hour. There we go. Now open your standing mixer and put it in. What you'll need is 150 grams of unsalted butter that's been melted. Then you'll need 3/4 cups of brown sugar, as well as 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. Now, if you don't want your cinnamon rolls overly cinnamony, only add 1.5 tablespoons. Put the sugar into a bowl, separate bowl, add the cinnamon, and then add the butter. So it essentially looks like this. It's not very appetizing, but trust me, once it's cooked, it's lovely. It's time to roll out the dough for your cinnamon roll, and I find it's really helpful to have one of these slip mat things. It's really helpful to roll it out, and also it doesn't stick to your worktop surface, so it helps with cleaning. Now grab your dough that's been rising for the last hour and just pour it on to your slip mat. Now put this in the middle, and you're going to roll it into a rectangle. There you go. Feels and looks big enough. So set your rolling pin aside and grab the paste that you had created before you rolled it out and simply pour it on the dough. Now, using the spoon that I've just used for the paste, just spread this out. And now you'll want to roll your mixture. The easiest way to roll is to get your thumbs and push it under the mixture and just bring it over. There we go. All done. Now use a knife to cut your cinnamon rolls into cinnamon rolls. What you want to do is for each roll, you want to do it by eye, but I like to make them about 2 inches thick. So I will just cut down and then cut through. Now grab your oven dish that's been pre-greased with melted butter and simply place your cinnamon rolls in it. Now place this to one side and cover with a tea towel and leave it to rise a second time for about 30 to 40 minutes. It's been half an hour and the cinnamon rolls have finished rising. this is what you're looking for, something like this. Now place them in the preheated oven to cook for about 14 minutes. What you want is for them to look golden on the outside. Whilst the cinnamon rolls are baking, it's time to make the glaze for the top. I like to use my cream cheese frosting recipe with some added milk just to loosen it up a little bit. So for my cream cheese frosting recipe, you will need 300 grams of icing sugar and 50 grams of unsalted butter at room temperature. You're going to place these in the mixing bowl of your standing mixer with the paddle attachment. Now place a towel over this mixture while you mix it on a medium speed. That way you don't get an icing sugar cloud all over your kitchen. So the butter and the icing sugar have been mixing for about 3 to 4 minutes and it looks like a crumble. Now it's time to add your cream cheese, or if you're living in Turkey it's called beyaz. And you'll want 150 grams of cream cheese that's just out of the fridge, so you want it cold. So stick this on at a medium speed and add this gradually. Now turn the speed up just a little bit, so it's no longer medium but not too fast either, and let it mix for 4 minutes. So the icing sugar has come together and it looks really smooth and fluffy. It's time to add the milk, and you want to do this part by eye. You don't want to make it too loose and you don't want it to be as thick as normal cream cheese frosting. So just add it gradually. And there you have it, your cream cheese frosting is done. I've just taken the cinnamon rolls out of the oven and they smell wonderful. They're golden brown, which is exactly the colour that you want them to be. And at this point, you want to frost them while they're warm. So take your frosting, which looks like this. It's a little looser than regular cream cheese, obviously because we put milk in there, but it works wonders on the cinnamon rolls. There you have it. These cinnamon rolls have now been frosted and there's more frosting left. So say there's not enough frosting on your cinnamon roll, you can come back and have some more. I hope you've enjoyed this recipe, and for more recipes subscribe to my channel, click the button just there, or you can watch some more of my videos just here. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye!